Good afternoon to everyone. I should speak in Portuguese, but I think that if I use English, more people will understand, and that to express, as the president of this foundation, to express how we are honored to have you here today at our foundation, at our gallery, and exactly with you, we match one of our purposes, is to bring Macau people known for Macau, known for the world. There are many cases of people from Macau that are abroad, and we don't know about them. Their success, and you are exactly one of those successful Macau people who got such a high level outside that we are proud to make it known to Macau society. You are an example that we would like to see many other artists from Macau to follow your example, and you are a good example to everyone. Thank you for coming, and Dr. Tubal will give more details to this press conference. And thank you for all of you to come, to be present, and to give notice of what we are trying to do for Macau, and is our motto, to get more and better. Thank you.
Well, let me just give you some information, but before I do so, let me just say how does Cunha Foundation found Canal. And in fact, it was not Cunha Foundation that found Canal. Canal found us. She entered right at the beginning of the foundation. She entered in our gallery, contact me, and since the very beginning, when I get to know the work of Canal, we were very pleased that she has the desire to have an exhibition in here. We feel very, very honored. And since that moment, and it's almost 2 years now, right? We have been in contact. We have known so many successes of Canal along this time, especially in Venice, and of course, it's our pleasure to have Canal here. So we try our best to organize this exhibition so that we can interact with the Macau people, Macau population, but mainly also with the students also. So, just giving the details, our exhibition will be this Friday, beginning at 6:30. At 7, we will have what we call Canal in Conversation. And for sure Canal will let us know about her life, about her success, about the way she looks at the world, the way she puts the world inside in her painting. This Canal in Conversation will be hosted by an artist that we are so proud to have also here, Mr. Dennis Morel. He's here, and thank him for this opportunity. Another thing that we are going to have is, beginning this Saturday, but there will be more than one session, will be guided tours to schools. And we are really proud of it, because we expect that the schools will come and Canal will go along paintings and will explain what she feels about it and so on, and answer to all the questions of the youngsters. Because in reality, that's exactly them that we want to touch. It's very important that the youngsters receive from Canal all her experience, the good and the bad experience along the life, still young, but already an artist life. It's very important for them. Last but not least, Canal has done something very, and she communicates only now to us, only the moment she arrived here. She wants to donate all the paintings to a good cause. So in fact, except for one painting that she wants to donate to the foundation, and the paintings that were in Venice to Instituto Cultural, because Instituto Cultural is our partner here. We will be launching on Friday a catalog about Canal paintings. It will be a very interesting catalog, and this catalog, as well as this exhibition, is done with Instituto Cultural. It's very important that we are working together to promote Canal as an artist. And because she decided to donate all her paintings, but in a special condition, as a silent auction. So what does it mean? It means that Canal establish a minimum price for each one of the paintings, and we accept envelopes closed with a proposition of that amount or above that amount, of course. And at the last day of the exhibition, we will be opening all the envelopes. We hope that all paintings will go, because in fact it will be for the Hope Project in China. So this Hope Project is directed to schools in China, schools that have needs, kids that have needs, and Canal is very found to help these children through the Hope Project. So we expect that Macau people can be interested in this very famous painter that is donating through our foundation. Of course, we don't charge anything for that, and we are very pleased. On the opposite, we are very, very pleased to do it on benefit of this project in China. All right, so I will let now the word to Canal, just to some words about herself, about her paintings, and then we will complete all the questions that we want to raise.
Okay, maybe let me translate what Dr. Iqbal and Dr. Quinn has said just now in Chinese for Chinese media. 咁咧啱啱先咧都提到啦，咁我哋咧其實今次咧就會有一系列嘅配套嘅活動嘅，為咗呢個展覽。咁咧第一咧我哋就會有一個如你對話，啱啱先提及過啦，咁就會咧澳門藝術家 Dennis Murrell 咧就去同阿張同宇小姐做一個對談嘅，咁咧就會係響我哋今個禮拜五嘅展覽開幕嗰陣時啦，就係7點鐘舉行嘅。咁另外一個咧就係咧會有一個張同宇小姐咧就會親自帶呢個導賞啦，咁就邀請澳門嘅學生咧係嚟到我哋觀樂兒基金會畫廊嗰度咧，就等張同宇小姐咧去為佢每一幅作品去介紹嘅，同埋張同宇小姐嘅藝術嘅成功路啦。咁就希望澳門嘅學生啦可以即係從而得到一個訊息，就係佢哋要努力追隨夢想啦，同埋即係要堅持咁直到成功為止嘅。咁另外一個咧就係由一個silent auction 啦，就係一個慈善嘅拍賣會啦。咁咧呢度啲畫啦，除咗係有一幅就係叫做姻親，係張同宇小姐好慷慨咁樣係捐俾我哋觀樂兒基金會啦，仲有咧佢嗰一邊咧，其實咧一系列嘅6張嘅畫咧，就叫做 Space Time Resistance 啦。咁就係上一年咧係張同宇小姐參加威尼斯雙年展嗰陣時展出嘅作品嚟嘅。咁呢個嗰一系列嘅6幅嘅作品咧，都會係捐俾澳門文化局嘅。 咁除此之外，其餘嘅作品咧就會係我哋做慈善拍賣用途啦。咁有興趣嘅買家咧就可以喺個信封入邊咧寫低佢哋可以出到嘅價錢啦，跟住咧就到個 exhibition 完咗，個展覽完咗之後，我哋就會拆開啲信封，咁最高價嘅嗰位買家咧，咁就可以獲得張同宇小姐嘅作品啦。咁全數個所有收益咧，全數咧都會撥捐去呢個希望工程做呢個慈善用途嘅。咁現在或者可以大家有問題嘅話咧，就可以提出可以問張同宇小姐。So now is the Q&A section to Ms. Canal. Do you want to raise any questions?
Okay, I think some words from you, of course.
咁或者我哋 Canal 可以講幾句先啊。Canal can say thanks to us.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to the foundation, the Reconia Foundation, for having me here and helping me to host this exhibition. I feel so honored to be here and after so many years to be back to Macau and to do the exhibition. And I'm very grateful to it. And also I like to thank for everyone coming here interested about this event. And if you have any questions, please, you are welcome to ask, and I'll try my best.
Both Chinese and English is welcome. Questions?
首先咧，我想多謝咧觀龍基金會即係同我舉辦呢個畫展啦。同埋咧，因為我喺出邊咧住咗外國已經住咗20幾年啦，所以咧我覺得好榮幸可以今次去翻到嚟呢度舉辦呢個個人作品展啦。同埋我想多謝咧，即係咁多位朋友、媒體朋友去即係有興趣嚟呢度即係做呢個嘅開咗記者招待會嚟呢度。咁如果你哋有咩問題嘅咧，你歡迎你提問咯，我會盡量咁satisfy 回答你嘅。
有冇問題咧？好難得嘅喎，因為咧張同宇小姐係澳門嘅藝術家啦，跟住就去年都去咗威尼斯嗰度參加一個雙年展嘅喎，咁係一個對其實可以參加到呢個雙年展係對藝術家最高嘅榮譽嚟嘅喎。有冇問題啊？
可唔可以介紹下啲畫個特色啊作品
？OK， 係今次呢一個畫展嘅
可唔可以介紹下啲畫嘅即係風格啊、特色啊？
係嗰啲畫呢個畫嘅 title 咧就叫做純觸覺。咁喺我畫呢3種，我有3張畫，一係咧就係為咗呢個畫展而作嘅。咁純觸覺咧，一開頭咧，我想個 concept 嘅靈感咧就係嚟自咧，而家我哋喺咁先進嘅電子呢個即係全體啊，即係一體化嘅呢個即係現代嘅社會度咧，你而家咧，譬如電腦啊，所有嘅電子呢個 device 啊，你即係我想畫呢幾張畫，其實我一開頭嘅 concept 咧就係話想點解即係點講咧？即係我哋好似啲後生仔啦，佢哋咧用好多時間咧上網啦，係嘛？好多細路仔咧，就算好細個都好啦，佢哋可以用好多時間咧對住個電腦，跟唔使佢哋對住個電腦咧，佢就好滿足啦。佢哋又唔需要，佢哋即係唔覺得佢哋要出去玩啊或者乜嘢咯。所以我畫呢批畫一開頭嘅感覺咧，就係想畫係有一個提問喺度嘅，就係覺得究竟我哋而家嘅即係電腦時代咧，對於我哋嘅社會咧，嗰個有冇咩壞嘅？即係話咧，究竟如果我哋繼續咁樣咧，咁以後咪個人係咪就對住個電腦就夠咯？都唔使出去啦。但係我
That's okay. Thank you.
Is this one?
Yes, sir.
OK。咁咧咁嗰幾種畫咧就係一開頭你入門口嘅嗰幾種畫叫做純觸覺，我即係我概念就係咁樣咯。
Canal, do you mind to also explain again, sorry, once again in English so that our media can understand? Or you want me to translate? Okay, alright, so Canal was just now was explaining the concept behind her very pure fashion. Pure fashion is the free painting at the front of right when you enter the gallery in pink, blue and purple. So the idea is because under nowadays modernized era in this globalized world, so there are a lot of these electronic gadgets, and then somehow we human beings spend a lot of time connected to the one that we love, our loved one, with these gadgets, and through her painting she wants to explore if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Am I right?
Yeah, please.
Because for TV, I can't use her speaking. Could you explain the word?
Okay.
Sorry to insist,
Because
but
TV.
because TV, I need you to speak.
Okay. So when I start this concept of pure affection, my concept is I want to express these days we are using in this period we are using a lot of time for the internet, especially for the youngsters. They can spend hours in front of the screen, and they can stay there for hours without. They are not missing anything else, and they can really stay there the whole day if you let them. And I'm just thinking, is this a good thing with this computer, internet approach of our society? And if this continues to advance, what will be the future look like? And I feel like as a human being, because we have a very limited time in a day, we have only 24 hours a day, and the kids, if they spend so much time to the computer. For example, me, as a mother, I have 2 children. I cannot imagine, we have limited time for them, like how much time they can spend on the internet. But I imagine if I tell them one day, okay, today you are not allowed to be on the internet, there will be a big strike, So, it seems like for the youngster and for our society, like this computer society is everyone, it's not everyone, like many people. This is becoming like a sort of addiction. So my question with this, or my concept coming with this painting is when I work at this concept, I have works, like hundreds of sketches. And as the concept developed, it getting a little bit more and more negative. So it becomes like I used to work on zombies, I put like the people when they're walking, they will walk through the phone, they're talking, and they're meeting, friends meeting, they're still with the phone, they're texting and this, and the same with my kids as well. There's so big influence with this new element in our society. But in my work, because I never like to express negative energy, so I was stuck with this work for quite a long time, and I don't know how to proceed. And then suddenly one day I came up with an idea, I said, okay, this can, and then of course there's a good thing about internet because everything is becoming so convenient. You can learn about anything, you have the whole world in front of you, you have all the knowledge right there. It's very convenient, it's a comfort of course. But then of course, in this way, then I try to come up with some very positive things. And this is my pursuit in my work is I want to spread the positive energy. So that's why when you see those birds in the painting, it's coming, I try to harmonize it as more positive to the negative thing. Is the concept of this work. Thanks.
Any other questions? Your Calvin Thailand.
I would like to know why you decided to donate your paintings to the charity.
Wildlife. Thank you. First of all, for the Venice Biennale work, for me it's a very big step for me to be included into the Venice Biennale work and to show together with all these extraordinary international artists together. And I have great experience there at the Venice Biennale. I met many interesting people, cultural people. And this work, this series work for me is very important. And then since I have my roots here in Macau, and I wish to donate this series of work, because before the painting coming here, actually they already have offers, they have number of offers in Helsinki already. My gallery, he wouldn't let me to bring it to here, so I was discussing with him for quite a number of times. So I wish it to come here for the exhibition, then I wish people, Macau people, I can share this with Macau people. And then I wish to donate it to the Macau, then also to honor my parents. This is my hope, to honor my parents, and also to share this, to keep this in Macau for the Macau people to see.
或者我可以將佢翻譯成中文啦。
Yeah.
Sorry, I think you also would like to know why to donate to the school in China. Because part of the
Yes, the paintings are staying in Macau, but why you decided to donate them to the schools?
Yes. Why I decided to donate the paintings
to the ocean,
to the silent
ocean.
ocean for the child. Oh yes, because this is also just one day I was talking to my friend. We were discussing about the school in China, and she was showing me some the hot project, the pictures, and I was very, very touched. I saw many children in the remote area in China. I saw one picture, especially that the school for the little children. The school is like half of the class is flooded with water, and the other half is only a little bit dry with some mud. And when the floor is mud and the roof is raining drop, is water can be dropping, and they have very little chair and table. Those little children, it's like they're taking turn of taking the seat. They don't have enough chair and they don't have enough table. So for example, one children they stand for someone, and then the other children sit. Then they make the turn. So when I see this picture, I feel very touched, and I hope if there's some way I can help. And that's why I was coming up with this idea. I hope that if I can help in this way, I'll be very grateful. Thank you.
OK， 或者我可以將佢翻譯成中文咯。咁咧啱啱先咧嗰邊嗰位記者咧就係問點解張婷儀小姐有想捐啲畫去捐啲畫出嚟去拍賣啦，跟住所得嘅善款咧就係捐俾希望工程啦。咁就係因為咧佢就係見到一個畫面咧，就係國外嘅小朋友嗰個學習情況真係好惡劣啦。佢見到佢哋嗰啲即係佢哋一落雨嘅時候咧，嗰個屋頂係滴水啊，就成個課室咧其實咧都差唔多浸晒咁滯嘅。跟住另外咧，佢哋咧啲設備都唔係好齊全啦，有啲小朋友要輪住嚟坐啊，咁樣即係一個小朋友坐喺度上堂嘅，跟住另外一個要企啊，跟住佢哋就輪住張凳去坐啦。咁佢咧即係見到呢個情況，呢個畫面就覺得好心噏啦。咁所以就希望咧可以盡佢最大嘅能力啦，去幫到啲小朋友有更加好嘅學習環境咯。Any other questions？ 有冇其他問題咧？
Since you were talking about Macau, sorry. Since you were talking about Macau, I wanted to know how long have you been away from Macau, and in what way it was important for you to get out to pursue your work and your studies.
I'm away from Macau for now it's more than I can't really say. I mean, the reason why I'm not living here because my husband is from Finland, and because of his job that we've been living in many different countries. I would say how many years? Maybe about 25 years.
So it was love that took you away from Macau. Okay. But you used to return, or you just stay there and traveled a lot?
I travel a lot because of my husband's job, so we've been living in many different countries. Because we've been living in Hong Kong, living in Shanghai, and living in Switzerland, and living in Italy, and living in Africa. And in 2005, since we have 2 small children, and we're supposed to go to Miami on my husband's next post, but then because we want our kids to, what we wish is our kids to have a route, because we understand that of course we can travel along and it's very, I love it, but for our kids we want them to have a stable route. They can travel when they are older, but in order for them to have to feel the route, then we decided to move back to Finland in 2005 for their school, and Finland has a very good school system. So we want them to grow up in a very safe and stable environment. And that was the reason also we moved back to Finland. And actually this is one of the best decisions we ever made in our life. Because our kids are really, really happy and content to be here, and they can enroll in the society easily because they were still pretty young. My son was 8 years old, my daughter was 6 years old when we moved back to Finland, so it was still the easy age. So I think this is the right decision we make, because we're thinking if we move to Miami, stay there for 3 years, my son will be 11 years old. If we move back to Finland, that time the kids are not kids anymore, they will be sort of in groups already. So it's more difficult for them to enroll in the society. But 8 years old, they're still children, so for my kids it will take a few weeks for them to really enroll, and this is really great. And we're thankful to that.
When was the last time you came to Macau?
Actually, I came here very often because my parents and my brother, they live here. I try to come, we try to meet once a year. If I can't come to Macau, then my parents will come to Europe to visit me. So the last time I was in Macau was last year. Actually, last year I was here because my father, he didn't feel so well, so I came here.
And since you were raised in Macau, which are the main differences when you arrive now? Which are the main difference between the Macau from your childhood and now?
I would say that really the changes is really big because of the development of the casino and all those the tourists. And so before, because Macau is more calm and I feel maybe a little bit more space. Now, for example, if we walk on the street, there's so many people. And I mean, in my opinion, of course, I think Macau is developing in a good direction.
Sorry, may I suggest that you also somehow summarize at least to Chinese newspaper journalists, or you do it because I think it's fair for them.
其實我都可以簡單咁樣講，用中文翻譯翻嘅。咁啱啱先咧就Philippa 就記者 Philippa 啦，就問到咧點解Canal 咧就會去四圍遊歷啦。咁其實咧就係因為咧佢Canal 張同月小姐咧就係喺澳門咧嫁咗一個芬蘭嘅丈夫啦，咁佢先生咧因為工作關係咧就需要到處遊歷嘅，咁所以就跟隨丈夫啦咁樣去四處去闖啦，咁咧分別咧就去過居住過香港啊、上海、瑞士、意大利、非洲同埋呢個芬蘭嘅，咁去到2005年咧，佢哋就決定定居去芬蘭啦，因為嗰陣時咧就育有一仔一女啦。 就因為想俾一個比較穩定嘅成長同學習環境俾佢哋兩個啦。咁因為嗰時2005年嗰時佢哋分別係6歲同8歲，咁仲係細啦，咁會比較容易去融入芬蘭嗰個社會入邊咯。咁跟住另外就問到上一次 Canal 翻嚟澳門就係幾時？咁就係上一年啦，因為爸爸有少少肚癢啦，咁所以就翻嚟澳門嘅。
And then after this exhibition, what are you explaining?
After this exhibition, I will be preparing for my next solo exhibition in Finland, in Helsinki. The title for that exhibition is Infinity, and I haven't had any painting for that yet, so it will be going back to the studio to work.
Sorry, was it the first time that you participated in the Venice Biennale?
Excuse me?
I was asking if it was the first time that your work was exhibited in
Yes.
the Venice Biennale.
Yes.
And what was the meaning for you of this participation?
This has very, very special meaning for me because I think as an artist, we all dream to be in the Venice Biennale because it's one of the most prestige art events in the world. And for me to be included in the Venice Biennale is an extraordinary experience for me. And I have fortunately to have met many interesting people there. For example, when I was at the opening at the Venice Biennale, I was having a very deep conversation with Laurence Weiner. He is considered to be the central father of conceptual art. He is represented by the New York MoMA Museum and very big celebrity in the Guggenheim Museum in New York. So we were having the opening together, and I was very excited because it was my first time to be included to the Venice Biennale. And I was asking him, I said, because I know he has been to the Venice Biennale many times, so I was asking him how many times he been to the Venice Biennale, and he told me he don't remember. And I asked him when was his first time to be in the Venice Biennale. He said, before you were born. Then the most important question and discussion or debates they come to is what is the meaning of art? Because for me, he said that the meaning of art is anything. And I asked him, do you mean the meaning of art is everything? And he said, I didn't say everything, I say anything. And I said, what difference between anything and everything? And he said, go and check the dictionary. So I find that for him, I know that what he holds is, he said, the meaning of art is as long as there's a creator, means there's an artist to say that this is art, then it's art. So it can be anything. If the artist, he will, let's say, spill the milk on the floor, and the milk starts to spread and running, and if he say this is art, then that is art. I think that's his definition of art.
Sorry, how do you describe yourself as a contemporary artist and as well?
I would like to say myself as a contemporary artist, but I would say that I hold a little bit different point of view. So I have a little bit discussion with Laurence. For me, I think art, for me, in my term, I like it to be like an intention, like you create it with intention. It cannot be you grab anything or throw anything. And for me, it's important, in my creative part, it's important the art has to be really beauty is not like a surface beauty, like a deep beauty from the soul. And which beauty is must be like kindness and love and harmonized. I like it in my way, and that's what I also try to express in my work. Thanks.
我在我感